Willie, good morning.
Well, good morning to you, too.
Good morning. Is it cooling off finally down there? We're going to have a lot of rain, and then it's going to get a little cool next week.
Cooling off? My car is covered in frozen frost right now.
Ooh.
I had to scrape all the windows. I got the heat blasting. It's winter, baby, and I can't be happier.
You're a winter lover. I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah, I love the cold weather. Fall is probably my favorite season because you get the nice, cool weather and you can still be active. But I'm up for a good winter. I like some snow. I like some ice. It reminds me I live in New York.
Yeah, I might just hang up on you now. That's how I feel about that.
All right, talk to you next weekend.
See you later. All right, Willie, let's look at, we're looking at 3 movies this week. Suburbicon is a Matt Damon movie. He has the lead in this. What do you think of this one? What is this, by the way?
Not only is this one starring Matt Damon, it was written and directed by George Clooney, along with his writing partner, Grant Heslov, and also it seems like they picked up a script from the Coen brothers. So you're thinking this is going to be a good movie, and then you go see it, and you realize it's a complete mess. Oh, my Lord. This is one of the worst movies that you will see all year long.
Wow.
First of all, because they have lied to you in every commercial and every trailer what this movie is truly about, okay? You've got essentially 2 movies in one. On one hand, you've got the Matt Damon story. You know, he plays this upper middle-class guy in the 1950s. His family lives in this planned suburban community that's supposed to remind you of Levittown, and he suffers a horrible tragedy. 2 men invade the house one night, and something horrible happens, and his life is upended. But we're left wondering, why did they invade his house? And it kind of becomes this film noir that you might expect from the Coen brothers that would be quirky and kind of goofy and kind of outrageous, but it becomes too dark and too nasty and too frightening. Then you've got the other story, which they don't want to tell you about, which is about an African-American family that moves in next door. And since they're the first African-American family in the entire town, they're facing horrible racism. And neither story comes together. It's like Clooney wanted to make 2 movies and smushed them together. It doesn't work. You make one movie or you make the other, or you find ways to tie them all together. If you're trying to make a statement, that's how you make a statement. Tie them together. Don't give me an entire story that you haven't told me about, I'm not looking for in the movie, and frankly, nothing happens there. I mean, bad things happen. I think 99.99% of us will agree racism is bad.
Yeah.
So, tell me a story.
What are you giving this blockbuster?
0 waffles.
Wow,
Willie.
Matt Damon, George Clooney, 0 waffles. How about this? These Army guys return home from Iraq, and they're suffering from the haunts of the war. Thank You for Your Service is the name of the movie.
Yeah, Thank You for Your Service, based on a true story in the sense that it is really based on the stories of 3 gentlemen who are portrayed in this movie, and plus, just unfortunately, we know that the horrible tragedy and troubles that a lot of these vets face when they're coming home. And we were watching kind of the bureaucracy that they're fighting and trying to reconnect with their families and trying to get a job and trying to figure out what are they going to do with their lives moving forward. And like you said, haunted by things that happened to them when they were overseas, as well as just the physical ailments that they now have. And that's what makes this movie so emotional. And you see that pain and you see that frustration, and you know it is so, so real. And so, the movie captures you that way. It's kind of wandering around. It seems to need some direction, more of a plot to tie it together, other than kind of what we have now, which is like scenes from a life. And I would say 2.5 waffles. I think you got a good, solid movie here that you could truly, embrace. And
it is Halloween weekend, or this is the closest weekend to Halloween. Jigsaw. Is this like a Halloween type movie?
Oh, it is the next Saw movie.
Okay.
Yeah, you thought we were done with Saw. You thought it was safe to go back to the movies again. Not necessarily.
Is this like the Jigsaw Massacre?
Well, I'm sorry, say that again?
Is it like the Jigsaw Massacre as opposed to the Chainsaw Massacre?
Well, no. Well, the idea is for all the Saw movies, Jigsaw, at least for the first 3 movies, he was supposedly killed in the 3rd movie. he captures people and puts them through torturous challenges to reveal their innermost horrible secrets and sins that they've committed. And now this seems to be happening again. People are ending up, talking about they've been kidnapped and they've been tortured and they have to reveal their sins and they've got the mark of Jigsaw and everybody's wondering, is he really alive and not dead? And I couldn't care less. This is not a movie that wants to engage your brain. It wants to beat your brain into submission. It's just all about the torture and the gore. And if that's what you want, this is your movie. Have fun. Not my cup of tea. I want something new, something original. I'm going 0 waffles for Jigsaw, too.
You were in a bad mood there, Willie.
Wow.
And I never knew there was a Jigsaw 1 or 2.
No, this is the Saw films, all those Saw movies where people get tortured.
Clue. Okay, so it's like, I have no clue. Yeah. I don't ever watch these types of movies. But, Willie, you seem like you look forward to a movie like this, but this one ain't it.
Oh. Yeah. This is exactly what I need. Yeah, my torture is having to see the Saw movies again.
All right. It's at wafflemovies.com. Before you go and make a move at the theater, check out Willie's website. Willie, thanks so much. We'll talk again next week.
Hey, we'll talk to you next week about the Thor movie. We got something to look forward to.
Right, that'll be big. Wafflemovies.com. Got a break at WIBX.